Hello everyone, this is Gene and I'm back with another video as my phone rings because who cares that I'm trying to record a video. But anyway, uh, I'm trying to do well. I hope everybody's well. I know it's been a while since I've done a voiceover only video. It's actually a little odd since I've been a bit out of practice to not be looking at some sort of image of my face right now, but the camera was getting in the way, and this is very important. So I rather, even if I have to give up, you know, camera footage, I'd rather do it this way so that you can see everything. So, as you may or may not have heard today, first of all, I hope everyone is well as always. It's about what, a little past 7:30 p.m. here in the city. So, as you may or may not have heard of, today YouTube, not yeah, yeah YouTube put out some updated terms of service, right? And when YouTube changes its terms of service, that's never a good thing. But the particular section that has been making the rounds online, in particular on Twitter, is this. It's regarding channels that are not in the YPP, right? Uh, Kind of reminds me of the song OPP, right? You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me, right? That old rap jam from the early 1990s. Interestingly enough, it sort of relates because the initials OPP stand for other people's property. And we're going to be dealing with other people's property in this video. But in the case of the song, other people's property was someone else's lover, right? Someone else's significant other, right? And not their video content. But anyway, right, the YPP, the YouTube Partner Program, right? And so here's this news section that has everybody, including me, in an uproar. And it's actually this section that has caused me to make a permanent decision regarding the channel moving forward, and I will reveal that later. So I first want to give credit to Danfan, or Danfan, right? Because these first two images of the updated policy come from her Twitter, so I want to give credit. So here's what it says, right? It says here, for channels not yet in the YouTube Partner Program, we added this new section, right? So totally new, wasn't part of their previous TOS, their previous terms of service, right? We added this new section to let you know that starting today, we'll begin slowly rolling out ads on a limited number of videos from channels not in the YPP, the YouTube Partner Program. This means, as a creator that's not in YPP, you may see ads on some of your videos. Since you're not currently in YPP, you won't receive a share of the revenue from these ads, right? Though you'll still have the opportunity to apply for YPP as you normally would once you meet eligibility requirements. You can always check your progress toward eligibility on the monetization tab in YouTube Studio. For monetizing creators in the US, we also updated the terms of service to mention that any payments from YouTube to US creators will be considered royalties from a US tax perspective. Effective today, November 18th, 2020, some creators may be required to submit tax information in AdSense and may be subject to U.S. withholding taxes if required by law. U.S. creators will be generally unaffected by these withholding taxes as long as they provide valid documentation. If you have further questions, you may want to seek professional tax advice. And then there's the second image, right to monetize, right? It says here that you grant to YouTube the right to monetize your content on the service, and such monetization may include displaying ads on or within content or charging users for a fee of access. This agreement does not entitle you to any payments. Starting November 18th, 2020, any payments you may be entitled to receive from YouTube under any other agreement between you and YouTube, including, for example, payments under the YouTube Partner Program, channel memberships, or Super Chat, will be treated as royalties. If required by law, Google will withhold taxes from such payments. Removing your content. You may remove your content from the service at any time. You also have the option to make a copy of your content before removing it. You must remove your content if you no longer have the rights required by these terms. Removal of content by YouTube. If we reasonably believe that any content is in breach of this agreement or may cause harm to YouTube, our users, or third parties, we may remove or take down that content in our discretion. We will notify you with the reason of our action unless we reasonably believe that to do so, A, would breach the law or the direction of a legal enforcement authority or would otherwise risk legal liability for YouTube or all affiliates, B, would compromise an investigation or the integrity or operation of the service, or C, would cause harm to any user of a third party, YouTube, or our affiliates, right? So, you know the phrase, this is a meme from a few years ago about a video game that was badly translated into English, right? It goes, all your base are belong to us. This is essentially what YouTube is pulling. They are trying to say that all content on their website, regardless of whether or not the individual content creator is in a partnership with them, right? Is making money with them, right? It's called the YPP, the YouTube Partnership Program. So regardless of whether or not you are partnered up with them, they now believe. I'm not quite sure how legal this is. I'm hoping that maybe Viva Frey or others might make a video on it because it doesn't sound legal to me at all. But then again, I do have my own biases given that I have a lot of issues with YouTube. But they're basically saying that they own your content, right? And that regardless of whether or not you are a large enough channel to monetize, and whether or not you want to monetize, whether or not you're in a partnership with them, right? They're going to monetize your content. They are going to make money off of your work, whether you want them to or not. And if you are in a position like mine, right, where you're a small creator, you're under 1,000, so you can't monetize yet, even if you wanted to, right? They're going to run ads on your content so that they can make money, but you can't. And this is from their own terms of service, right? Since you're not currently in YPP, right, the YouTube Partner Program, you won't receive a share of the revenue from these ads, right? Solely rolling out ads on a limited number of videos of channels not in the YouTube Partner Program. So it went from trying to incentivize people to grow their channels so they could become part of the program and become YouTube partners and enter into this on its face um, beneficial relationship with YouTube, right? You work together, you collaborate, right? You get some of the ad money and whatnot. And now it's gone to them just going, nope, we own your content now. It doesn't matter if you're a partner with us or not, and we're going to put ads on it and make money from it. Screw you, who no one cares what you think or what you want. As I've said many times in my videos, in particular the videos where I'm very critical of YouTube, I have no desire to monetize. I have no desire to make money for YouTube or for myself. I do not use social media in that fashion. I do not trust social media in that fashion. If you've ever wondered why, well, look at this. Now they're basically saying, hey, Gene, you know that content that you make? Well, even though you don't benefit monetarily from it and you have no desire to benefit monetarily from it, we are going to benefit monetarily from it, right? This type of reasoning just blows my mind, right? Completely disregard the content creator, what they want, right? And again, I'm in a unique place because, right, I have no desire to monetize, right? But right? But a lot of people do. And now you have all of these, smaller content creators, right, who are under 1,000, like I am, who are working to grow their channels, who want to make money off of their content, but they can't. Not because their channel is not big enough. That's not just the first hurdle, right? Now the second hurdle is that, well, while they can't benefit from it yet because their channels aren't big enough, YouTube is just going to swoop right in and basically try to commit, at least at the moment, legal theft and say, hey, that content that you worked on that you can't benefit from yet because of our arbitrary system, right? That makes the ground floor of trying to monetize very high, forcing you to have to be at 1,000 subscribers or more. Yeah, we totally don't care, right? And we're gonna take your content, like you're an employee. We're gonna take your content, take your work, and use it to make money for us. But, right, we're not gonna pay you. We're not gonna pay you for your work that we're using, right? This is the most uneven set of rules I've seen since probably the Boxer Rebellion. I mean, this this is absolutely ridiculous. Again, this is their terms of service saying this, right? Saying that you grant to YouTube. Hell no, I don't. You grant to YouTube the right to monetize your content on the service. Hell no, I do not. Right? This agreement does not entitle you to any payments. So you're forced to agree. You're forced to agree, right? I, I I don't, right? But they're saying basically that when you put up a video, you are forced to agree to this, give them the right to monetize, yet the agreement does not entitle you to any payments. This is mother fudging ridiculous. This is uneven, unfair. There's no way this can be legal. I might have to look up on my own, like how illegal this is. There is no way this is legal. It can't be. I understand that in business it's all about very uneven structures and relationships and contracts and everything like that, right? You always want to create a very uneven situation that's in your favor. I understand that. But there are laws in place, even in something as cutthroat as business, for a reason. There is no way in hell it can be legal to monetize a person's content, regardless of the size of their channel, and then say you are not going to pay them for it. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I know they have attorneys working for them at YouTube. How in the hell can you think this is a good idea? How in the hell can you think this is legal, let alone moral? It's also incredibly immoral, right? But there is no way this can be legal, right? But you're basically gonna steal people's content, right? And make money off of it, although they can't. And you're gonna force them to try to grow their channels large enough so that they have to become partners with you. It's the mafia. YouTube has become the mafia. This is protection money. This is absolutely bonkers, right? But right, here's some tweets from Team YouTube, right? They were asked by a YouTuber, it says Abelina Sabrina, right? And they responded, yes, the new terms of service allow ads to run on videos from non-YPP channels so long as the video meets ad-friendly guidelines. Creators in YPP, right, still receive the same revenue share, and we encourage all eligible creators to apply. Nothing is changing with the requirements of the process. BS, read that terms of service over. If you are monetized, right, if you're in the YPP, read that thing over. Seriously, if you can get in touch with an attorney, have them read it. This is ridiculous. Do not trust them. Oh my God. right? And then you can see at the bottom a person's asking, is there an option for non-partner channels to opt out? As we saw with the two previous images, that seems to be a no, right? And then we have another tweet from them saying, for non-YPP creators, right? So for creators not in the YouTube partnership program, there's no option to turn ads off on your content. So we don't even have say anymore over advertisements and monetization of our own content, and we can't even monetize our content for ourselves. And I'm speaking more for other people who want to monetize. I don't, never did. But I know for many people out there, they're not like me. They do this wanting to grow their channels to the point where they can finally monetize and start making money off their work, and that's fine if that's what you want to do. But here's YouTube pretty much saying, yeah, you're not growing fast enough, so we're gonna take your content that you already have and make, and while you're struggling to build your channel and join our partnership program, we're going to make money off of your content and not give you a cut of it. You're not going to get a cut of your own damn work until you join our partnership program. This is the mafia. It's the mafia. Right? And then it says here, let me go back to the tweet. I know that was a bit of a rant. For non-YPP creators, there's no option to turn ads off on your content. These ad controls become available. Get this. Once you're in the YouTube Partner Program, they've literally put the ad controls behind a paywall. Behind the YouTube Partner Program. You have to grow your channel while they're profiting from it and you get nothing. You have to grow your channel to at least 1,000. Not easy. Not an easy thing to do, right? Some people get very lucky and a video hits and people subscribe in mass droves, right? There was one, I think it's an Asian lady YouTuber. She made a video about the Mulan remake and everyone loved it because it was trashing the film justly so, and she pretty much got a YouTube channel overnight by her own admission. It's like, I've only done 2 videos and now she has like over 100,000 subscribers, and awesome for her. I think those 2 videos were awesome, but the majority of YouTubers don't have that kind of instant success. A lot of YouTubers are like me, right? They start small, it is slow but consistent growth. If you look at many YouTubers who have large followings now, or even mid-sized followings, that came from years of work. So who knows how long it's going to take a content creator, each individual content creator, to get to that 1,000. Because getting 500, which they've now taken from me, yes, YouTube, I'm not dumb. I see how my count keeps falling. First I was at 504 subscribers, now I'm down to 495. And when I ask you why, it's because they say, oh, we're trying to make sure all of the subscriptions are legitimate. BS. You're coming after me. I'm not a damn fool. But anyway, right? Growing to 500 is hard. Growing to 500 and more is harder. And so while you're struggling, right, to be able to finally profit off of your own work, they're going to take your work and make money off of it and not give you a dime because it's the corporate mafia. It is mafia. It is tyranny. It is absolutely disgusting. Right? And they say here, right, the rest of the tweet goes, we understand this will be an adjustment. We'll be rolling these changes out gradually. No, they're not. And closely monitoring the feedback. And whoo, are they getting feedback? Let's look at some of that feedback, right? In fact, there's a part at the bottom here, it's kind of cut off, saying, you're getting all the feedback you need here on Twitter. No one wants this, not the creators, not the viewers, right? We all believe that you're robbing smaller creators when you profit off of their work. Show that you actually care, right? Now, here's another one. Ah, yeah, great. Coca-Cola will love to see their ad run before an extremist recruitment video on a burner account. Wasn't this the reason you were in this mess to begin with the first apocalypse? Sorry, wasn't this the reason? Wasn't this the reason you were in this mess to begin with the first apocalypse? And then we have another one. So YouTube is going to make money off of our work without giving anything back. Good work. Maybe you want to pay us your rent, I don't know, pay us rent by this time next year, right? Oh, want us to pay your rent. I get it now. Maybe you want us to pay your rent. Yeah, that's what it seems like, right? By this time next year. Another person says, this is predatory and unethical. Yes. And only incentivizes creators to make their videos unmonetizable at all, i.e., all advertisers would reject them. There is a provision where it says that basically the only way you can avoid monetization, right, being a small channel, is if you make your content more or less obscene, right? Because you have to make it unad friendly. If that sounds weird, right? But basically, you can't make it advertiser friendly. So it's going to force people like myself, right, who don't want to be monetized. It's going to force us to have to present ourselves in a way and cover content that advertisers would be like, too spicy, too spicy. We don't want to be associated with that, right? As I was saying, right, only incentivizes creators to make their videos unmonetizable at all, i.e., all advertisers would reject them. To be clear, I hope this is what happens and then you go out of business. Agreed. And then we have Bookie Stompers. That's an interesting name. Saying, monopolies are bad. Google is a monopoly. Google owns YouTube, which is why they're able to abuse content creators. Thank you, Bookie Stompers. Right? And then, of course, I opined, because of course I do. Because I'm impacted by this, right? Now you can see that I was retweeting another person who said, small channels who are not monetized may see ads placed in their own videos, all while not receiving a single cent of the ad rev. Am I understanding this correctly? Sadly, yes, you are. That's exactly what their mother fudging saying. But anyway, so what I wrote was, so YouTube, Team YouTube, YouTube creators can censor creators, screw them over royally, and make money from creator content, even if the creator can't or doesn't want to monetize. Corporate greed and big tech tyranny, thy name is YouTube. I also had a few more messages for them because that's who I am, right? The TOS, the terms of service, I was retweeting DanFan here, right? Where she says, if they think this is okay, then how long till they start taking out creators from the YouTube partnership program and just keep all the money for themselves? Very good question. I would say it's simply a matter of time. Then it says here, what I wrote was, the terms of service forces me. The terms of service forces me to be what I meant was be part of. To be part of a program I never wanted to be part of. Thanks for violating my rights, YouTube creators, Team YouTube. And then I tweeted DanFan's longer message that I showed earlier, or rather her picture of the terms of service. And I again tweeted YouTube and Team YouTube and YouTube creators. I do not give you the right to monetize my content on the surface. I do not give you permission to run ads or in any way monetize my content. I do not work for you. And that's exactly the point. I don't work for YouTube. The majority of content creators don't work for YouTube, right? Now that might be a little bit different when you talk about people in the partnership program, because it's a partnership. There's a business contract there. There's an understanding. But even then, as anybody who's done freelance work will tell you, just because you have come to some sort of business agreement to somebody does not mean that you work for them in the legal sense, right? It doesn't mean that you're a part of their company and you're entitled to all the things that a standard employee gets, right? They're basically trying to treat us all like freelance creators, right? Like freelancers, and then not even pay us. And then not even pay you if you're too small. This is absolutely ridiculous. And it is disgusting. Legally, it's disgusting. Morally, it is absolutely disgusting. And I'm still in shock that they were this brazen to do it. Like I said, I don't work for them. I don't work for them. I don't take any money from them. Outside of emails that take down my thumbnails, although they are clearly in the wrong because everybody's used that damn green dress picture of J Lo, right? And they pick on me, and they lock the comment section on 2 of my videos. And when I ask them why, they hide behind their policy on minors because YouTube is run by a bunch of cowards. So I sure as hell do not work for them, nor would I ever take money from them. I do not work for you. I have no business agreement or contract with you, YouTube. And because I don't, I have made a decision about the channel. I'm shutting down the channel. Now, I'm not shutting it down immediately. I need time to move all of my content over to Rumble, so I will be posting very sparingly here, right? I will be posting videos very sparingly here, but I am moving to Rumble, and I want to be clear about this. This is a permanent decision. This is not an ultimatum. This is not a do what I say or else type of situation, right? As the saying goes, right, this is not a threat, it's a promise, right? Well, this is a promise. I am, as a creator, leaving YouTube. You might still see me, you'll probably still see me watching videos, you might see me in comment sections on other people and all that stuff, right? But as a creator, as someone posting content, posting videos, I will soon stop that. So I will be slowly shutting down the channel when it comes to content. I've saved several of my more current videos. I'll be saving this one, and I'm going to upload those to Rumble. And then once I have those uploaded to Rumble, I'm going to take slowly move every video. I have over 300. Whew. I'm going to move every video that I have on YouTube to Rumble, right? So once I have my more recent videos finally uploaded to Rumble, I will stop uploading new content on this channel, and I will slowly remove the remaining content on this channel, right? So it's going to be a two-phase thing. First is to get Rumble up and running and to use that as my main platform, and then the second part will be to move my incredibly large backlog onto Rumble. So my video count as time goes on will be less and less and less and less and less, right? Until it is down to 0, right? So if you're still interested in my content, right? If you are still interested in my content, I suggest that you find me on Rumble. I will put the link to my Rumble account in the description, and I will put it in the video. Whatever videos I upload, the very few that are left that I'll upload here, I will include a link to my Rumble account, right? If you're willing to look me up on Twitter, I will have a link to my Rumble account there, right? So that's where I am moving to. I am moving to Rumble. I hope that at least some of you are willing to check me out on Rumble. But regardless, right? That's where I'm going. I'm shutting the channel down. I don't care if YouTube posts a tweet, right, or makes some sort of statement 2 hours later from now or tomorrow or anything like that, right? I'm not Target, right? And the reason I bring up Target is because Target was originally, someone had contacted them, basically concerned trolled them. They were going to pull some book on transgenderism and how it impacts girls, teen girls, and all that. right? So people said no, you can't do that, right? Right? It's censorship and all this stuff. And then after basically all this wave of backlash, they backtracked and said, oh, it was a mistake, it was confusion. We're sorry. We're gonna sell the book after all, right? And now people are happy. Yeah, yeah. That's not this situation for me, right? I am not going to forgive YouTube for this, if that makes any sense. If they want me off the platform, well, guess what? I'm leaving the platform. For me, it's not a matter of do what I want, right? Or else they can. By the time I'm done with this video, they can say, "Hey, we've changed our mind. We're not doing it. Too late. I'm leaving. I'm bouncing." This has become an abusive relationship, and I am not staying part of an abusive relationship. Romantic, uh, or I guess you could say in this case creatively, because it certainly isn't financially, but creatively or otherwise, I refuse to be a party to an abusive relationship. You screw me over in the very few ways you can, right? Constantly take attempts to censor me in one way or the other. Hide behind your nebulous, vague, say nothing, do nothing policies, YouTube, and now you have the gall to basically try to monetize my work for your own benefit, and not just my work, right? But the work of others for your own benefit, and to not even give them a cut. Their work, but they don't get the profit from it until they are large enough to join the partnership program, which is basically when what they become your wage slave or something. Hell no, hell no, hell no, and hell no. I can't speak for others, but I can speak for myself, and I'm not playing this game, right? And the difference is that, unlike, say, with a romantic relationship, right, or other sort of interpersonal relationship that has become abusive, right, I don't have emotion clouding my judgment here, right? There's no love lost between me and YouTube, right? So I don't have anything emotionally to worry about. I don't have to worry about breaking someone's heart, right? So I'm leaving. I'm bouncing. It's going to be slow. It's going to be a slow transition to Rumble, but that's where I'll be. I will be on Rumble. Once my more current videos are up, I will make a brief video letting you know that there's content there, and you guys can follow me there if you want to. But again, I'm shutting this down. I am shutting down this YouTube account as regards making content, right? So I just wanted to let you guys know that. Again, if you want to, talk to me in the comment sections of other people's videos, please feel free to say hi. But as of today, this account, when it comes to making content, is on borrowed time, and that borrowed time is running out because I refuse to play this game with YouTube, and I sure as hell will not allow my content to be used to enrich them financially in any way. I would sooner delete the channel and everything on it right now before I let that happen. Right? It's my content, and if I can make it, I can destroy it. So anyway, that's the video. Please let me know what you think, and I will see you all in the next one. Next one, again, it's going to be very far, right? Or not very far. I should have put a time limit on it. But again, next one will probably be a video just saying, hey, I have current content up on Rumble now. Check me out there, right? So um, I love interacting with you all. I'm so humbled that in the, almost 2 years I've been on YouTube that I even got to 500. I've gotten to know a lot of you on a more personal level, right? We've had very good conversations, and that's probably the biggest part. I know that the engagement's going to fall, right? Because naturally not everybody's going to want to go to Rumble, and I understand that. So that's the biggest thing. I'm going to miss, talking in the comment sections to you guys and seeing what's up and, getting your opinions on things. But as much as I'm gonna miss that, I have very strong morals and principles, and I can't go against them. I can't go against them, right? I can't. I can't. Not in this. Not in this. I'm not going to allow my content to be used to enrich, to financially enrich such a disgusting corporation as YouTube, right? So that's all I can say. If you have any more questions or you want to talk further, get at me in the comments because, well, they won't be around too much longer. But anyway, I will see you guys around. Have a good day or night wherever you are. Bye.